Hi guys, here we are, MMA UK News, Stoomboy, as always, MMA UK BJJ show. So, talking about grappling and specifically Grapple Queens. So, Grapple Queens is going to be Saturday, the 3rd of September. It's going to be at the Dunny Mace Art Centre in Portlaoise over in Ireland. Now, it's going to be a historic event. It's going to be an all-female event. So Grapple Kings has obviously changed their name for the evening, and they're going to be called Grapple Queens. So as I say, it's going to be an all-female event. We're going to see some of the top grapplers from all over the world are going to be representing on the evening. So it's going to be there's going to be a blue belt tournament, 8-women tournament, a purple belt 8-women tournament, as well as a lot of singles matches. So females at all different levels, all the way from I believe there's kids. I mean, there's a couple of 15-year-olds on. So I think they're yellow belts all the way up to black belts. So my next guest is going to be on the show that night. So Raquel Gonzalez Garcia, so representing Fantom MMA. So Raquel, if anybody's ever seen, Raquel's an awesome grappler, as well as an MMA fighter as well, amateur MMA. So which we'll obviously hear a little bit about as well. So obviously Raquel coming from Spain and currently residing in Ireland at the moment, as I said, representing Fantom MMA. So Raquel's going to be part of the 8-women blue belt tournament. So again, we've got 8 awesome female blue belts are going to be battling it out to see who is the #1 blue belt in the world. So as per Grapple Queens. So Raquel, thank you very much for taking the time to speak to me.
Thank you very much for inviting me. Yeah, I
Yeah.
feel so happy to talk with you.
So tell us about you then. So obviously, coming from Spain, how did you find yourself in Ireland? So how did the transfer from Spain to Ireland happen for yourself?
Okay, that's a long story, but basically, I was doing a master's. I'm an occupational therapist. I
Yeah,
did a master's in disability research, and I just wanted to do an internship in Europe. I always had Ireland in my mind, and also when I started with the martial arts, I knew that Ireland was a nice place to train in and everything. So I just got a grant
hmm
in 2019, and I started to live here. And one of the first things that I did was looking for a gym, and that's how I started in Phantom Gym. So
yeah,
basically, that's the story. And now it's 3 years that I'm living here. I'm training and working. So
yeah. It was a bit strange because obviously when you moved, obviously 2019, the world we were all moving, the world was a normal place, and then obviously COVID came 2020, and then so obviously that 18 months, nearly 2 years, must have been a strange time for you, especially being in a strange country, being in Ireland, and then suddenly we were in a full lockdown.
yeah, and actually, when I was like when I was getting fit and everything again, and they got me the first fight in February 2020.
Yeah,
So I did the first fight in MMA, and after that, like the next month, lockdown, and being a healthcare worker, I couldn't train for a long time. I was nearly 1 year without training. Yeah, or yes, 1 year, exactly 1 year without training. So it was really hard for me
yeah.
to not going to the mat.
Yeah, yeah. I'd say it must have been difficult. I mean, especially being, as I said, being in a strange country, being in a country that is not your home country. It's not Spain. So, because obviously at that time you would have known people through certainly the gym and things like that, but you wouldn't have had a lot of people that you were able to kind of speak to in Ireland at that time.
Yeah, yeah, but well, technologies are are great, yeah, actually now looks like it wasn't that long.
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah,
at the moment, yeah, it was hard. I've never been uh, so long without seeing my family
Yeah,
and
yeah.
without training.
Yes, it was definitely a strange time, but we're out of it now, or we seem to be out of it. So,
Over.
so fingers crossed it stays the way it is. And tell us about you then. So, Fantom MMA. How's everything going with you training wise?
Very good. Actually, I need to say that the last year has been really, really good for me. I'm trying to train in MMA and Jiu-Jitsu daily, and I start to compete. I think I have like uh, 5 fights in MMA. I can remember, and I did 2 grappling industries tournaments and the IBJJF
Yeah,
tour open in Dublin. So yeah, I think I have like one competition per month. Also, I went to Spain to the championship and I won the MMA championship in Spain. So it's been a fantastic year, to be honest with you. I'm really happy with the mates, with my coaches in Phantom. So yeah,
yeah. And that's the thing.
2022.
2022 has been a good year. It's been a really good year so far for yourself. So, and then what about obviously Grapple Queens? So, Grapple Queens, obviously, Grapple Kings is obviously the biggest grappling event that happens in Ireland. So, and obviously this time they've changed the name. So it's not Grapple Kings, it's going to
Yeah.
be Grapple Queens specifically for obviously all females. So and it's been great that they were able to do that, that they did change the name because it made sense. It wouldn't have been a female event had you gone on to Grapple Kings. So it wouldn't have made any sense. So tell us about that. How did you find out then that you were going to be on the card that evening?
So well, the story is I'm training with Priscilla. She's the black belt,
Yes.
and when I saw her, well, I always wanted to participate in a grappling tournament or have a grappling fight because my main experience, even though I love jiu-jitsu and yeah, it's my love more than more than MMA. I need to say
Yeah.
that I didn't have any match, like any jiu-jitsu match or any grappling match. So when I saw that Priscilla had a match in this competition, I had a word with her, and she talked with the grappling kings um, creator, yeah, and they invite me, and I didn't know that I will participate in a tournament, but when I saw that, I was like, oh my god, this is even better,
Yeah.
better than just one fight. And also I think the level is really, really good. I think all of us, we are already grappling queens
Yes.
because I know the majority of the girls, and yeah, I think the level is perfectly done. I think we are kind of in the same weight, same experience, same years as far as I know.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely it's gonna be very, very competitive.
Yes.
And yeah, like when I saw it, I was just like, this is even better than my expectations. And also I feel so proud to participate like in the first only female event.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's gonna be historic, as you said before. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's good as well. I mean, you've got females from all over the world. Obviously, Spain. In this the blue belt tournament, you've got Spain, Canada. We have Scotland, obviously represented as
Oh,
well. England, Ireland, as well as Brazil.
still,
So a lot of different nationalities are going to be representing in just
yeah,
the blue belt tournament.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I think it's so cool that yeah, it's gonna be more like a world championship or Europeans,
Yeah, yeah,
but
yeah.
it's gonna be really funny. Yeah, really fun.
It's lots of different styles of grappling as well, because obviously, like different countries have different styles of grappling, of not just grappling, MMA and things like that. So it's going to be a lot of different
Yeah.
styles are going to be on show just in the blue belt tournament alone.
And also, I need to say that I train with Moldovans and Polish people.
Yeah,
So my style is gonna be a mix of Spanish and European Europe.
yeah. So it's going to be like a high paced, because obviously Spain is very, very high paced. Do you know what I mean? A lot of movement and so on. And obviously you've got like Polish, where there's going to be a lot of wrestling and a lot of aggressive wrestling and things like that. So yeah, it's going to be very interesting. It's going to be really, really good to see. So, um, and then you mentioned as well, just because obviously that'll be the 3rd of September, and then a month later you're off to the Europeans, the IMAFs.
Yeah, to Italy. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I just yeah, we are organizing everything now. Last yeah, on Friday. On
yeah,
Friday, I had the new year, and yeah, in 4 weeks we go to the Europeans in Italy. Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
in the
Um,
flyweight division. So
it is. I mean, and the IMAFs. I mean, I recently covered for Scotland was the EMAs, obviously down in England, and we talked about the IMAFs being one of the kind of highest platforms that an amateur MMA fighter can go on to display their skills, and obviously going on to the IMAFs. There's so much things that you can do after that. So it's definitely a great platform for any amateur MMA fighter to be on.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm still not believing it, but yeah, at the beginning of the year, that was one of the goals. Like, I want to
Yeah,
see how far can I go. And for example, this competition, the Grappling Queens, I will never expect it, but it's perfect for my objectives this year,
yeah,
and also the IMAF, because the best is gonna be there. So it will be good for me to see how is my level and what's next.
yeah, yeah. Nah, it's going to be good. It's going to be really, really good to see. The IMAFs is awesome. A really, really awesome
Yeah.
event. Well put together. Really, really well put together. And they look after you as well whenever you go over. They always put on a good show. So yeah, it's going to be brilliant. I'll be watching it. I'll be there. I'm not there, but I'll be at home watching it. So we're definitely looking forward to seeing you representing Spain, Raquel, at the IMAFs.
Thank you.
Um, and then what's next then? So obviously we've got Grapple Queens, we've got the IMAFs. So obviously two massive things that are going to be happening all in the space of 1 month. So it's going to be a very big 1 month for you. So what would you like to do after that, Raquel?
As I said, like, I have loads of competitions to come. I think in October there is Grappling Industries here in Dublin.
Yeah,
Then also is the Europeans in Italy, the IBJJF in
yeah,
November. I will love to go. I would love to go if I have the money and no injuries and everything. Please God.
yeah,
And that's November. And if I have an MMA event that they call me to fight in flyweight or bantamweight, I'm there. Yes, there is few Irish girls that I want to fight, and they want
yeah.
to fight me. So yeah,
Nice. So
so I think I'm very busy until the end of the year. Yeah.
yes, yes. What about you? Who's your idol? So if you were to pick any whether it be MMA fighter or grappler, who do you look up to? Who would you like to be like?
I saw Mayra interview, and I need to say as well Ronda Rousey. She's
Yeah,
she's one of my favorites. Um, she's the woman. I mean,
yeah,
she's the first woman that said, like, no, we are here, we can do this. Changed completely the game, the perspective of women in the sport.
yeah,
So yeah, and she came from judo and then MMA, and so yeah, yeah, she's the one for me.
Definitely. She definitely changed the game. I mean, obviously, I remember Dana White saying there will never be a woman fighting in the UFC. And then I think it was 2 years later, Ronda Rousey came along, and he had no choice. He had to
Yeah,
then at that point let women in. So she opened a lot of doors, a lot of doors. And yeah, so yeah, definitely Ronda Rousey, absolute legend. And then what about if you had to have a dream match? So let's say you can fight anybody at all, um, male or
oh my god.
female, regardless of weight. Who would who would Raquel love to stand in front of?
I think one of the crazy family, whatever,
Yeah,
just
yeah.
to just to see like what, what they are doing with me. Like, don't even try anything. Just see, like, take some techniques or yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I
Oh,
will love it. I will love it.
do you know, I'm the same. I love Henzo Gracie. Henzo Gracie was one of my favourite, definitely one of my favourite Gracies, and he's one that I would love to just to roll on the mat with, or even be in his company because he's a very funny man. But he's very serious as well. So yeah, Henzo Gracie, one of my favourites, definitely of all time. So plus he was crazy. He was what? How did they say it in Spain? He was loco.
Loco,
Um, yeah, so he was nuts, man. He was crazy. So, but definitely Henzo. So the Gracies, awesome family. So, and then final thing for you then, Raquel. So, you've been in the game for a number of years. So I'm sure, obviously, over time you've trained with a lot of amazing people, not just here but in Spain and elsewhere. But anybody you would like to shout out to or say hello to?
okay, so well, first I need to say thank you to my team here, the Phantom, my coach Ivan and Pavel, because now they are my light, my everything. But also my coach in Spain, Ernesto, that he was the one that put me into competition, that gave me the confidence, and it's for him that I start to compete. I never think about that, and also to my first coach in Brazil, because I started jiu-jitsu when I did an internship in Brazil, and this guy was the first that makes me love jiu-jitsu 6 years ago. So yeah, thanks to him, I always send a message to him. I will send a message to him as well after Grappling Queens. But yeah, thank you all the
Yeah.
coaches and also all my mates, that without them I will never be where I am now,
Yes, yes,
because if you don't have anyone to train and anyone to, and also my competitors, like
yeah,
the girls that I compete, without them there is no tournament, there is no Grappling Queens. And also to Priscilla, I
yeah,
want to say thank you to Priscilla, uh, for being a teacher, being a friend, and being a mate. Yeah.
yeah, definitely. We just got someone coming in there with a quick comment, just saying, is it JB? Um,
JV, thank you, JV. JV is
yeah,
one of the guys in Phantom. He's
yeah,
also a coach, and yeah, he's always supporting me. He's
yeah.
amazing for
So
black belt, amazing fighter.
nice. So just saying, let's go, Raquel. So definitely let's go, Raquel. As I said, it's going to be a great month for Raquel. Obviously, starting off Grapple Queens on the 3rd of September, and then 1st of October, heading over to Venice for the IMAFs, and looking to put on a show. And obviously come back with the European title. How do you do it? Is it coming back to Phantom with the European title, or coming back to Spain with the European title? So it's going to be a
For
split
everyone.
either way,
For
European
everyone.
champion for anybody
Yeah.
at all. So we're definitely looking forward to both. So So, guys, there we go. We're going to have Raquel Gonzalez Garcia. So, representing Fantom MMA. That's going to be Saturday, 3rd of September. Going to be at Grapple Queens. So, Grapple Queens, as I mentioned, a historic all female event. First all female grappling event in Ireland's history. So, this will definitely go down in history as one of the greatest events for females ever in Ireland. So, now, anybody looking for tickets, head over to the. Now, there's two ways you can get this. You can either go to the Grapple Kings Facebook page on Facebook, or you can go through. There's also a Grapple Queens part on Facebook as well, where you can get tickets directly from either one of them. There's also pay-per-view as well. So obviously, people in Spain will be able to see Raquel on pay-per-view now. It's going to be on Fight TV. There is two different payment options now. You can either buy the standalone payment, which is $14.99 US. I don't know how that works in euros. So, but the conversion, I don't think it's that much of a difference. I think maybe 11, £12, something like that. Or there is the monthly option, which is $4.99. The monthly option is probably the best and cheapest option to go for, because you can cancel after 1 month and things like that. So make sure head over to Fight TV and see what you can get. Hopefully, we'll get a lot of people in Spain going to be watching Raquel, hopefully winning gold, taking that #1 spot at Grapple Queens, and we'll definitely be watching the IMAFs to see Raquel coming back European champion. So definitely coming back European champion. So, but Raquel, listen, thank you very much for obviously taking the time to speak to me tonight.
Thank you very much to you. Yeah, thanks a million.
It's got dark as well. It started off light outside. It's now dark. So, but listen, absolute pleasure, Raquel. Enjoy both events. Enjoy, obviously, Grapple Queens and the IMAFs. And yeah, we'll speak to you soon. Okay.
I will. Thank you very much again.
Take care then. Bye bye.
Bye.